I'll get to the end of the gig, and within an hour, I'll just be in my underpants on the end of the bed waiting for Family Guy to come on or something like that. And then I have the same argument with myself every night. You know, you just wind yourself up. I get to the end of the gig, and I think, oh, bollocks, I'm too hungry to sleep. I forgot to eat before the gig because I was too nervous, and now it's late. You can't get any food in Britain, can you, after 10 o'clock? Every restaurant in Britain shuts at 10 o'clock as if no one's been ever hungry at 10:15. It must be the bloody EU, I think. EU red tape. I think it'd be better when we're out. Oh, yes, indeed, when control comes back. I'll get back to the good old days when there was 24-hour apple crumble stands on every corner. Wake up with a good old hard-on for the Queen at 3 o'clock in the morning. Get yourself some spotted dick and gravy or whatever we used to eat in the good old days. Calm yourself down, John. It's coming back. It's coming back. Just relax. What are you going to do now? I think sort yourself out now. I think, right, there was that garage I drove past on the way here. I could maybe go back there and get a pot noodle. That's probably the best part of an hour's round trip for a pot noodle there. Might be easiest to just smash my head repeatedly against the door until the darkness comes. Not supposed to drive for an hour for a pot noodle, really, are you? They're for after the apocalypse. Keep 'em, keep 'em, keep 'em. I think, right, I'm not driving for an hour for a pot noodle. And then that voice kicks in. That's you again, but just trying to piss yourself off. I think, I'm not driving for a pot noodle. The voice goes, well, you're going to have to do something or you're not going to sleep. And, well, I'm not driving for a pot noodle. Well, I did tell you not to eat the biscuits when we checked in. Well, I fucking did do, all right. I'm not driving for a pot noodle. And then it goes, well, you realise it's been an hour now. If you set off when you thought of it, you'd have had one by now. Shut up, me. You don't have to leave the house to do that. You can do that in the comfort of your own home, sat watching telly. You think, oh, I fancy a biscuit. I'll go and get a biscuit. You look in the cupboard, you go, there's no bloody biscuits. Why have we not got any biscuits? We've always got bloody biscuits. You sit back down, but you don't accept that fact, do you? You wait. Sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's an hour. You think, no, I must have missed them. So you go and look in exactly the same cupboard, in exactly the same place, as if Schrodinger's Jaffa cakes have come up out of nowhere. There's still no biscuits, it's just bloody rice. Why have we got so much bloody rice in this house? Sit back down, give it another hour, you start to think perhaps I could do a quick risotto. Microwave rice and Dairy Lee, is that a risotto? Could it be so simple? And that's what I did there and then. Not only did I not come back a cowboy, I came back a vegetarian. Unbelievable. I'd say that was 2.5 years ago. That is a decision that has made my life absolutely shitter. Every day, every meal now. Even ones that didn't used to have meat on, like cornflakes. I just think, oh, this would be lovely with a bit of veal on it, this one. It's not so much missing the meat, it's what you're forced to eat instead of meat. It's good for if you are trying to keep your weight down but you don't want to exercise, because you end up skipping a lot of meals because they're pointless. Do you want the... No, I'll see you at dinner time, we'll try again. Tofu. What is tofu? Disgusting? Yes. Don't know what's inside it. The worst one I have to eat is halloumi now. Yeah. What I really like is a cheese that doesn't melt when it's hot and squeaks when you eat it. Halloumi? Oh, yes, please. Nancy. How are you getting on with that lamb? Oh, it's melting in the mouth, is it? That's interesting, because the cheese seems to have an intruder alarm fitted to it. I still eat prawns. I'll be honest, I still eat prawns, because what else am I going to have in a curry? Carrot? I'd rather kill myself, thank you very much. Honestly, if you phone an Indian takeaway and say, can I have the vegetarian? They just stop listening. You might as well be saying, I don't really like flavour or texture. You pop a cauliflower on now and I'll pick it up in a week. I still have a prawn jalfrezi if I go out for curry, and every now and again I eat meat. There's no way to... Like twice a year, but by accident I get pissed, and instead of going to a taxi rank, I go to McDonald's, and instead of saying, can you take me home, please, I say, can you give me a Big Mac? I'll pay you double if you feed me it, and then I don't have to touch it. It really is. That deprived and abused piece of beef is the best thing that goes in my mouth all year. It really is. It's so good that I have to hate myself solidly for 3 days afterwards, just to even it out. I've been on stag do's where men I know to be married have slept with prostitutes, and on the plane back, they've been consoling me because I had a fucking Big Mac. It's how much I will commit to self-hatred after a burger. Well, the important thing is, John, I think we've all made mistakes, but you have to move forward in your life. You can't let it ruin the rest of your life. I think we're coming into land, mate. I'm just going to have to go and wash my penis. Okay. You have to just let it go. But I like, I live in London with two friends. One of the major decisions I made in my 20s was I decided that I've lived on my own a long time, and the skirting boards were immaculate. Somehow my soul was still in tatters. I can't understand it. I lived above some very fetching garages in Swindon. But something was missing. So we just moved in with two mates, and it's a real struggle now. I'm still trying to not let shit bother me, because I care about them. They're nice people. They're happy people. They're friends I picked because I thought they would rub off on me. They're happy, nice people. The easiest way to describe them is that they are adult males who eat cereal at night time. I've never seen it done in my life before. The first time they did, they're skipping from work and go, "Ooh, chocolate Wheatos." What the fuck are you doing? You can't eat chocolate Wheatos now. You're an adult. Have some olives. And they say, "Oh, I don't like olives." You go, "Nobody likes olives." That's not the point of the olive. You don't eat olives because they're nice. They're horrible, aren't they? You eat them to punish yourself for having survived this long. That's the purpose of the olive. We give sweet, colourful foods to the children, and then when we get older, we shove whoring pellets of death into our face. It's not that it's an acquired taste. Children are just more honest. If you gave an olive to a child, it'd go, "What the Are you trying to poison me? Piece of shit, I'm watching you." We eat them and we pretend we like them because we've marinated them in so much other shit you can't taste the olive anymore. There's chili and lemon zest and herbs and dog shit and anything. And then when you get older still, you squeeze the oil out of the olive so you can dip bread in it. The blandest of foods dipped in the slimiest. How was your anniversary meal? What did you have for main course? I was too full for main course because I had a lot of slimy bread at the beginning. But they don't do that. They eat cereals when they get in, and you know they're nice people. I'm trying to make sure that I don't kill them. I think I'm going to have to, however, because of things they do which are clearly wrong. Now, I don't want to say they're clearly wrong because clearly there's no right or wrong way of doing certain things. Are you two a couple? Yeah. A sex couple? a little bit, just a little bit, every now and again, just while she's asleep. How long have you been together?
6 months.
6 months? Oh, very new. Hence the excitement. Yeah, go out, I watch theatre, come with me. And that really disappears after about a year, doesn't it? I thought we could stay the fuck in. That's what I thought I could do. I work all week, don't I? Oh, good. Well, I mean, all the best. I assume you don't live together then after 6 months? And have you... Well, I mean... You don't want to be asked now on a DVD recording, do you? When that's going to happen, and you look to the side there as if to go, "I'm so glad we sat a row behind." Do you two live together? How long have you two lived together? More than 6 months. And how is it living together? It's a real tension, isn't there? There's a lot going on here that I really don't have time to get into it because I have to talk about other stuff. But we can talk afterwards, I'll help you. I'm really a giver in terms of relationship advice. I advise you to just leave. My relationship history is dreadful because I think as soon as it stops being perfect, I just want to leave straight away. You know, initially, like 6 months, it's still you wake up in the morning, you're like, "Oh, how did you sleep?" "Not much because I was watching you because I love you." "Oh, let's have sex again." "Yeah, brilliant, great idea. Just look to the side." It's amazing, that bit, but then that bit ends and you have to deal with it. I just can't do that. I think you should leave as soon as it's not perfect. So as soon as you wake up and they go, "How did you sleep?" "No, not very well." "Oh, fine, you dumped." Whatever. Because then and it's not like that. It's just you have to take it day to day. But here's how do you split your chores in your house? You're just not even answering the question. That's how little you do in the house. I just don't do the questions or the hoovering. You answer this. You tell them you do everything because it makes me look bad. Do you do most of the stuff? You get the kids to do it. Ah, well, it's cheaper than a slave, isn't it? Do they do everything? Some. They clearly do it badly, though, they're children. Would you not rather just do it? That seems like a nightmare to me, to have a child do something and then have to have that debate whether to tell them they've got it wrong and crush their soul or be grateful and deal with the fact they haven't really done it.
They're just the right height for skirting boards.
They're the right height for skirting boards. Yeah, you applaud. You applaud the audience when I've been busting my fucking balls. How was the gig? Yeah, he was all right. We was fucking brilliant. We was. We done a few jokes. Yeah, really good. I think we're going to go on tour next year, actually, as an audience. Charge comedians to sit on a stage and watch us, because we fucking nailed that gig. Well done. We'll have to keep that in now, you prick. First DVD and I've relinquished control already.